What is going on, everyone? I'm going to mute the computer.
Happy Saturday, everybody. Can you hear us?
Happy Saturday. Can everybody hear us? That's what we want to start right now. Can everybody hear us? Is it like an 8 to 10 second delay? So just start letting us know that you can hear us. So let's see who's in here. Debbie is in here. Tara is in here. And Heath is in here.
Hey, Heath.
Hey, what's going on, Heather? Miss Tara is here.
Tanisha?
Yes,
Yay!
They can hear us. We got it right. Give me 5. Yes.
Victory.
So what's going on, guys? I know it is, or look at Chris. Holy cow, the audio is working. Listen, mister.
Yay!
Considering every week with your live stream, either somebody is off or it's like going back and forth, I'm learning from you.
We're so thankful for Mr. Chris.
We are thankful for Chris. Otherwise, we would have gone like 30 minutes last night with no audio. So
like mimes.
Okay, so today, welcome to day 7 of the 12 days of keto.
You were going to say, welcome to day 7 of 2 Crazy Ketos.
Well, 2 Crazy Ketos, 12 days of keto.
Yeah.
So we are going to try to keep this under an hour because we have to go to church later.
We've got a big day today. I know something about big. We have a big day, very full.
I actually just got back from the church because I had to go upload the computers for the new series and change all the lights for the elementary room because we have like a whole light show. And I put a snow machine in. So the kids have no idea that it's going to be snowing in the room.
We got to have some snow in South Florida.
I was testing a thing. I'm curious how long the snow is going to last because right now the stage has got like 3 inches of like soap. It's made with soap. It's like a soap bubble snow, but it doesn't dissipate like right away. So I'm curious how long is that going to sit on the stage?
And we've got
4 services tomorrow and 2 services today.
All over the place.
So today is sponsored by Lollies Cookie Clusters. It used to be called Lollies Granola.
Get your adverbs right here.
Are you going to sing it?
I am. Lolly, 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 get your adverbs here. No, do you want to sing this song?
Oh, yeah, you can go ahead and sing that.
Here we go. On the 7th day of keto, 2 Crazy Ketos gave away Lollies Cookie Clusters, rich and chocolatey keto bars, an orange keto crate, Alterna sweet sauces, Chris and Miriam's keto chow, perfect keto goodies, and a keto coach ketone meter.
Good job.
Yay!
So if you've never had Lollies, it is like a really, really delicious like cookie. Like I said, she used to call it Lollies low carb granola. Cookie Clusters is
I think
much
a better name.
And unfortunately, this is all that I have left. But if you haven't seen it, we actually have a review of it, but this is how it comes. And you can break this into little pieces.
Or just eat a giant hunk.
And just a little bit about this. So a serving size is 28 grams, and that's about what I just showed you. 15 grams of fat, 2 grams of protein, and it's only 3 total carbs and 2 grams of fiber. So, yeah, 1 net carb.
It was a game changer at Thanksgiving because we put that on top of the sweet potato casserole.
Oh, yeah.
Or fake sweet potato casserole, right?
Actually, I'm looking at it. It actually should have less than 1 net carb because the third ingredient is erythritol, but she's not listing any sugar alcohol. So it's probably less than 1 net carb. So they have 4 flavors. They have gingerbread. There is the peanut butter macadamia, which is my favorite.
Crazy.
Then you have, what's the other one? I forgot.
What is the one that we put on with
pumpkin spice is discontinued right now.
Oh!
Yeah, that one's discontinued. That's a seasonal.
Oh,
I forgot what the other flavor is. Somebody can let us know what the other flavor is. And then they are launching a lemon, which is on its way to us.
What?
I'm excited about that one. We will definitely be doing a review of the lemon.
Do you know what we're giving away?
Yes, so here's what we're giving away with them, and then we're going to move into the giveaway for the keto bars, draw the winner. Lollies is giving us a $30 gift card.
$30.
$30, and you can tack the coupon code 2CrazyKetos on top of that, and that will get you another 10% off of your purchase.
Oh, I like gift certificates. Then I can buy what I want.
You can buy whatever you want. Now, the whole cool thing about them also is they are made to order. So just so you know, when you place your order, it usually takes about a week or even 2 weeks to get it because she's making it when you order it. You're not ordering something that's been sitting on the shelf for 3 months.
But if you win, then plus a week, you're going to have it probably in time for Christmas morning.
I have learned what I like with this, especially this pumpkin spice one. I've been putting it on top of my Too Good cottage cheese.
Yes.
So I get a serving of the cottage cheese and I sprinkle a little bit on top and I mix it in and it's incredible. No sweetener needed.
It's also nice on top of Keto Chow ice cream.
Let's take a look at some of these comments before we pull the winner. So, Yesina and Rick said you have a great hat on.
Thank you.
Rachel said, awesome song. Anne said she's never had Lollies. We hadn't really had it until recently.
No.
And I finally messaged her. I'm like, why have we never had your stuff?
Did we get it in a keto crate?
No, I bought it.
Oh, okay.
I was
you just
like,
heard of it.
I've heard of it, but I'd never tried it. Yeah, Tara said they're launching a lemon Lollies next week. Chris hasn't had Lollies. I bet if I got some, Miriam would steal it all. That's why I have to hide it.
He has to hide it.
I've learned hide everything in the outside refrigerator because Rachel won't go out there.
I'm really loving this 12 days of keto because I just wait right before we go on. I can kind of follow him with my big giant detective hat and find out where he's hiding all these things.
We got our first shipment of Perfect Keto in today.
Oh, good.
And our free gift was some of the vanilla base, like the individual packet. Something I would never buy because you're paying like 3 times the price for an individual packet.
But nice on the go.
Oh, it's really nice on the go. I just I'd rather carry a tub.
I may be grabbing one of those to keep at the church.
Heather said to Chris, what shenanigans are we going to get into today?
Ooh, we will see. Well, first we got to have some cheese.
Well, first we have to do the winner for
Keto
bars.
Keto bars.
So we got to draw our winner for keto bars. And I was answering all of the comments before we got on. You guys are awesome. The fact that we're coming on 5 hours early and still lots of comments and all the birthday wishes.
Guys.
Thank you so much. So let's pick the winner. We're going to go over to pickawinner.com or it's pickawinner.cc actually. I already have the URL in here. We're going to hit fetch. Anything goes. And there are 238 comments. That's pretty good considering we're 5 hours early today. Okay, you ready? Pick a winner.
Woo!
The winner is Cotton Criminal.
Wow, spelled with K's.
Spelled with K's.
I
He
like
said
that.
We've tried the keto bars and they're actually really good.
Well, congratulations, Cotton Criminal.
So, Cotton, here's what you need to do. You need to look at the dog and the cat are chasing each other around.
I know.
So send us an email at twocrazyketos@gmail.com and we will get this shipped right out to you. We have it, so we will ship it directly to you.
We promise not to eat any.
And I think that what we're going to do is probably after this 12 days, I was thinking about this today, because I have control of a lot of different emails.
Yeah.
I already have 20. Why not create another one? And I think I'm going to create one after this where it's going to be contests because what happens is sometimes people respond to us with their information.
Right.
And it gets buried because we get a bunch of emails. We get all the YouTube notifications and everything else. So I'm probably going to start another email that's
but not
contest.
Today.
Not today. But I was just letting everybody know.
It's coming?
It's coming. We're going to have this own special giveaway at 2 Crazy Ketos or something like that.
Don't give that out at Michael's or Joann Fabrics.
Why not?
Because then we're going to get tons of, I just got rid of that email.
Slap a Stick sent me a thing today on how to make my own bacon. Yeah, I'm going to make my own bacon.
I'm so excited.
So, Tara said the peanut butter macadamia is legit. Oh, cinnamon pecan. That is the fourth flavor.
And it's actually the one that we
ran
put
out
on.
of it. I ran out. That's why I don't have any.
Oh my goodness. Look who just sat next to me.
Oh, the cat. Nice.
She's like, what are you doing up here?
Okay. Miriam wants to know how my birthday was. My birthday was awesome.
It was so nice.
It was awesome. Why are you putting the Lollies off to the side?
Oh, because I'm trying to make way because we got an ornament that I want to share. But we tried something new for your birthday dinner. He got to pick whatever he wanted to eat for dinner.
But I had to cook it.
And he went pretty simple. It was hamburgers and hot dogs.
Hamburgers and hot dogs. I had gotten half-pound hamburgers the other day at Walmart. And we had them left over, and I was like, well, I'll just throw these on the grill. They were actually really good.
They were crazy good.
They were from the fresh meat department.
Usually, sometimes I'm not a big Walmart meat
Well,
fan.
they was grass-fed, grass-finished meat.
That makes a huge difference.
But still, they were really, really good with no seasoning on it. But we had picked these up, at Sprouts.
Wow.
These are Welshire sugar-free, all-natural cured bacon, beef franks, and it's hard to find hot dogs that don't have a bunch of fillers in them.
I remember my grandparents talking about having like, dinner frankfurters, like making it, and I'm like, they're hot dogs. This was not a hot dog.
No, these were really good.
This was like a dinner frankfurter.
So the ingredients in this are beef, water, salt, vinegar, celery powder, onion, garlic, and spices. That's all that's in here. So there's like no garbage in here. And it's only
was amazing.
80 calories, 5 grams of fat, 7 grams of protein, and no carbs.
These
were really good. So if you have a Sprouts, or I'm sure you can probably get them almost anywhere. Welshire is a pretty well-known brand. But these were really good. If you're just in the mood for a hot dog, and I keep them in the freezer, but what's nice is just stick them in like a pot of water.
Yes.
And they defrost enough so that you can throw them on the grill within like 20 minutes.
Dinner felt very fancy. This cat is like...
Miriam wants to know, where can you get Too Good cottage cheese? I get it at Whole Foods. And I know our Publix sells them, but we're down here in Florida. But I get it at Whole Foods. Now, she told me it comes out of the West Coast because I've talked to the people in one of the plants and stuff. Holly said, I put it on full-fat yogurt. Yes.
Yeah.
Vivid J, about a minute away from Buffalo Wild Wings. I am getting Buffalo Wild Wings tonight because I've got a 40% off coupon.
Don't let that go to waste.
Nope, I'm going to be using it, and you can't use it on Tuesday. Molly said yogurt with nut butter and lollies. Yes.
Ooh, man.
Rachel won't go out to the refrigerator because of the possums. Rachel won't go out to the refrigerator because of the frogs and the lizards.
The lizards. Except for it's been cooler, and when it's cooler like this, there's been no iguanas in sight, and there has been no toads.
Patricia said, too bad packaged keto food puts coconut-derived products in just about everything, and I'm allergic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That stinks. Cammie is waiting for her perfect keto order.
Awesome.
Ed said, please sing with Rachel next time. I would like to adjust my hearing aid. You don't want me to sing with you.
We'll
you
fix
really
it.
don't. No, you really don't want me to sing.
Well, we got a beautiful box today.
Yes, we did.
Do you want to open it up? Something for our tree.
Yeah, I stopped on the way home from the church to check the mail, and we had this.
Thank you, Vivijay, for keeping us out of razors.
Eileen said, get the little dollar store containers, perfect for single servings, and you can save money by buying in larger quantities, but still have a travel, grab, and go option.
Oh,
yes.
I like that. All right, so let's see what this is. This is from TP.
Okay.
It says, thanks for all you do. These two starfish obviously stay swimsuit ready with keto. I can't wait to see this. You actually had put up something with all of the subscriber ornaments.
So if you look down in the description, there is a link. It's twocrazyketos.com/subscriber-tree. It's got a picture of the tree. Now, Rachel's going to write like a little blurb to put underneath it, but I did this at like 1 o'clock this morning. And there is a picture of every ornament. If you hover over it, it shows who actually, sent us the ornament. And then if you click on it, it'll show you an enlarged version so that you can see the ornament up close.
Don't use your teeth. I did.
You want mine? I can take them out.
Ew. That's so grody. Oh my gracious! Look at this.
Oh, those are cool.
So here is a Florida starfish. How cute is that? Thank you, TP. Is TP in here?
Chris said cat. It's a cat. I think Chris is allergic to cats.
Oh, look at that. Is that adorable? I'm going to take pictures of these guys.
And then we'll put them on the tree.
And then we'll put them on the tree. That is beautiful.
Miriam said we sometimes do Ziploc bags. Now, here's the funny thing. We actually did this series about 1.5 years ago in kids ministry, and it was a construction series.
Yes.
And so what we try to do is like give out like a little candy prize. We have competitions in our elementary room. So when they do a song, whichever team, we divide them into 2 or 3 teams, whichever team like sings the loudest and like where you can understand what they're singing. They can't be just screaming. and does the motions and participates wins, and then they get a prize, and the prize is like a little bag of candy or a lollipop or a little toy, different things. So we had found these Lego candies. They were like candies that were shaped like Legos, but they only came in bulk. Well, I'm not giving kids bulk candy.
No, you get a piece.
So we bought like 20 pounds of them, brought them home, and then ordered jeweler's bags.
Yes.
And sat here like dividing them up, but all I could ever think of jeweler's bags is what the other name for them is.
Dime bags.
Dime bags.
For drugs.
And so I'm thinking like we should get some dime bags and then like the bigger ones and divvy up your electrolytes or divvy up your fat powders and things like that, your collagen.
But you know what it's going to look like if you just have white powder
I know,
inside
that's
of a dime
what made me
bag?
think
I'm going
of
to
it.
put pulled over. Talk about fun at the airport.
Let's go through the airport with a bunch of dime bags of perfect keto powder in it.
Gracious. Let's have some cheese.
Okay.
Today is
I'm looking at the
day
comments.
7. Where is
Vivid
7?
J got his wings and ready to watch the rest of the show.
Awesome.
Okay, day 7. By the way, yes, I had day 5 with my burger last night,
see 7?
and that was awesome. Yeah, day 7's right above day 10.
The hot one was good.
I like the hot one. It's a Gouda.
Today's gonna be a Gouda day. Gouda.
Truckish wants to know, is baking powder bad on keto? Baking powder is not bad on keto. I would not use cornstarch because you have baking powder / cornstarch, or in parentheses cornstarch. You can use baking powder, but don't use cornstarch. If you want to use something for a thickener, use cognac flour.
This is good.
Or you can use xanthan gum.
This is really good. Wow. Very Gouda. Awesome.
That is really good. Yeah, so trucker, use in, if you're making baked goods, use xanthan gum, or you can use like a gland gum, but I like xanthan gum. If you're making a gravy, or like say like you want to make like sausage and gravy or something like that, or a soup, something that's going to be hot like that, like then use cognac flour.
That's been a game changer.
Chris said, don't forget you can cook hamburgers on the smoker and hot. That's what we did.
So, last night, I tried to put the Max Mallow on a skewer.
It doesn't work.
And put it over the fire just to see. But there's no sugar in it, so it doesn't catch fire like sugar does. Instead, it just got melty, which I think will make it perfect for, like, if you're trying to have something like, you know, chocolate inside. We gotta come up with like a graham cracker.
There's graham cracker. You're just gonna use almond meal or something like that. And there's some good. We haven't made any yet, but I know there's a bunch of marshmallow recipes on the Keto Chow website.
Fun.
Okay, so let's see. Eileen said hot dogs is my mom's favorite food.
Hot dogs are really good. I mean, it's worth putting the money into it to get these ones that are like all beef. I mean, just fatty deliciousness.
Ed asked Chris, have you seen the new Weber pellet grill? I didn't know that Weber came out with them. I mean, pellet grills are the way to go. I mean, they're like, anybody can cook on them. I mean, I taught Rachel how to make a brisket on a pellet grill. She was able to make a brisket.
And it was good.
It's literally like set it and forget it. Stick a meat probe in it and then walk away. I mean, they are just awesome. It is definitely the way to go with doing any kind of barbecuing. Colleen said, I just got a Pit Boss grill, going to do burgers today.
Nice.
Burgers come out great on them. The one thing I like about the Pit Boss over some of the other ones is you can open up the thing to get a flame broil on top of them.
I still think that the wood pellets look like rabbit food.
They do. Chris said, I really like to smoke frozen burgers. They really take up the smoke because they're cold and I can cook them without having to babysit them.
Wow.
They look weird, super red, but taste amazing. Yeah, that's what we do. We always keep in like the freezer a sleeve of the ones from Costco or BJ's.
Yeah.
Because this way when it's like, hey, like we forgot to cook.
Surprise. We
pull
have to
those
eat tonight,
things out.
forgot.
Turn on the pellet grill. It heats up in 10 minutes. Throw them on there. You can walk away. That's the best thing to do.
It really helps.
Does anybody, I'll bet you Chris will know, what is the secret to cooking frozen burgers? How do you know when they're done? I'm curious, anybody knows how to know when they're done? Heather said, your cat in the corner is cracking me up.
Oh, my mom is in here. Hello, Miss Sarah.
Eileen said, I got my Keto Chow order in and going to try it tonight. Ice cream is on the menu. Danny said the cat peeing over the table, I must be peeking over the table is so adorable.
She's a hoot.
Colleen said, I wondered about smoking something frozen, totally new to smoking. Literally, I just broke out Thursday. If you got a pellet grill, especially a Pit Boss, it's super easy. And Pit Boss has some of the best customer service I've ever seen.
They really do.
And they have a 5-year warranty on them. Chris said, Heather works with steak as well. We had some smoked steak last night. I cooked it while we cleaned the basement.
Aw. Man, we need to, no, we don't have a basement, but we need to clean. It's time.
He said, if you're smoking something 2 to 3 inches, thinner than 2 to 3 inches, freeze it and it will take up the smoke better. Tara said, I love fried bread cheese.
Somebody asked if we had ever tried bread cheese before.
I have never tried bread cheese.
We have that cheese. What's that cheese that is almost like you grill it? It's not Havarti. Halloumi. Halloumi cheese.
I love halloumi cheese. It's just super expensive.
But it's
like
tasty.
$9 for a little tiny thing.
It's really tasty, though.
Heather said, I can see it now. You, Joe, and Phil talking about smoking meat the entire time in Omaha.
Okay, the girls, we're going someplace else.
Chris said Joe is selling dime bags. Eating keto chow eggnog ice cream.
Nice. So that's a good morning.
Holy cow! Joe found the cheese without needing a map.
Yeah.
I found it before Rachel today.
I know. How did that? Did you preemptively come in and look for it?
No, I didn't. You handed me the box. Holly said, I'm totally doing keto chow for January. Well, I think we are too. Yeah. Every year we actually do a fast for God. Like we give something up for either between 21 days to a month. I usually do 21 days. Rachel usually does the entire month.
Well, because what is the one thing that, I mean, and really just kind of giving up something to like focus on the new year. What is something that you really, really love? I really, really love food. Right. Like I just love it. I love chewing. I love the whole event of eating. So it just makes sense for me to just kind of give up the thing that I love bestest. Yeah. I wanted to make sure that coffee wasn't the thing that I love bestest. So that's why I did a month
of no coffee
recently of no coffee to make sure.
Last year, Rachel did keto bricks only for a month. That was your fast for God last year. It was keto bricks only for a month. Yeah. That's all she ate was keto bricks.
And I think we're going to do keto chow.
I think we're doing keto chow this year. Tara said, I used dime bags for my first aid kit. Perfect for ibuprofen, Tylenol, electrolytes, Benadryl, Imodium. I shaved half a pound off the weight of my kit by getting rid of the hard plastic containers.
That is brilliant. What a good idea.
I'm telling you, we need to get some, just especially for like when we're just going to church and stuff like that.
Well, you know what? You can buy them on Amazon because you can buy everything on Amazon. But I've also seen them at Hobby Lobby. Yeah. And you can use a 40% off coupon.
You can get them at Amazon super cheap. Lisa said, be careful how much cognac flour you use in a gravy. I did measure mine a couple of nights ago, and I now have a cognac chicken gravy disc. Yes, you only need like a quarter of a teaspoon at most because it takes a little while. It doesn't thicken up right away. A lot of people are used to cornstarch. Pour cornstarch in, whisk it a couple times, keep adding it until it's right there. The cognac flour, about an hour later, it gets super, super thick.
I can totally see me doing that, right? Where it's just like, oh, not yet, not yet, not yet.
Miriam's going to join Holly in January for keto chow only.
Fun.
Ann said, we are Weber charcoal grill people. I like charcoal grills. We actually had a big one that somebody made for us where it was made out of an old water heater. Yeah. The problem was we hardly ever used it because it needed more than an entire bag of charcoal to cook anything. Yeah. So you would go out like, hey, I just feel like some, grilled burgers. Well, it's a whole fiasco. You had to fill the entire thing up. It was huge because it was really designed for like making briskets and stuff.
But our son has one, like a little miniature one that he takes with him when like the youth group at our church get together, because sometimes they'll just like go to the beach or go to a park or something. And a very inexpensive thing for young adults is to be able to just grab some meat, head to the beach, and cook dinner without everyone going broke.
Hungry Heath wants to know, can you grill on a pellet cooker? Most of them you can. Some of them you can't. I mean, well, you can. You're going to turn up to high, but you're not going to get the flame broil. I know Pit Boss, and I think there's a couple of other ones. I don't know about Rectac, where they have a little thing where you can slide across and open up to the flames, which is what ours is. It's got like a little slide on it, and when you slide it back, it exposes the flames. So if you want to put that flame like sear on the outside, but you just turn it up high, but you will get a smoke flavor.
Effect?
Yeah, like the Burger King.
The Burger King effect. Yeah. I like that.
So you absolutely can. I mean, I think it's the best of both worlds because you can grill on it and then you can smoke on it. Now, it doesn't get as deep of a smoke as if you have one of those enclosed smokers, like it seals it shut.
The master built or whatever.
Yeah, but it's pretty close. Now, that's probably my next big purchase is going to get a Pit Boss smoker that's just the smoker. They have the vertical smokers where it seals everything in and the smoke rises from the bottom. No, it's not yet. I got other things I want to get first. KJ said she may participate also. I bought enough to do a whole month.
Awesome.
Holly wants to kickstart herself for 2020.
Great idea.
Sarah said, I can't wait to use my grill that Joe put together. Going to do bacon, sausage, and eggs for Christmas. Yeah, I put together it's like a griddle grill.
A giant.
It's huge. Now, that's probably my next purchase. I may be getting one of those so that we don't have to cook in the house anymore.
When you got home from putting that together, you were like, okay, I'm super jealous of this. It's like a big giant hibachi.
Well, it's like, it's I guess not even like a hibachi. It's like, think about you go to a diner and they have the big griddle. It's a giant griddle. And I was just thinking, like, I'm going to put this outside. I'm going to get one, put it outside. And then this way, I can send everybody outside to cook their bacon and eggs, and they can stop ruining my expensive pans.
That's probably a really smart thing, honestly. And then also, our neighbors will have to smell the bacon in the morning instead of the whole house smelling like bacon in the morning.
Chris said, a frozen burger is done when you put a thermometer in and it's the right temperature. I usually put a temperature probe in a burger and check it so often on my phone.
Is there a way?
Yeah.
Did you have an answer to that?
When the red juices start coming through, flip it over.
Oh.
When you actually start seeing the red juices coming out of the top, flip it over.
And so it's done on that one side.
Yeah, and then just over on the other side just for a minute, and then it's done.
Huh. Well,
I tried teaching Rachel once the touch test. Does everybody know the touch test for like a steak? Like, like where you like put your finger here, medium. Tried teaching her that one. She just doesn't get it.
I don't.
She's like, now I got to take my finger and like push the meat.
Yeah.
September said we're smoking a ham and a turkey right now. I've never tried smoking a ham.
Didn't you pick up an extra turkey?
I've got 2 turkeys. They were on sale in Walmart for 38 cents a piece.
If you haven't headed to Aldi's, usually now's the time to get a really cheap turkey.
Lisa said it didn't help that she'd already put xanthan gum in, but it was thick enough. So it still tasted good, but you get you got to eat it fast while it's hot. Yeah. Let's see. Terry is making bone broth for some good soups.
Wow, nice.
The other day, when we did our turkey, I took our turkey bones and I put it in the Instant Pot for like 24 hours on a slow cook and just filled it all the way with water and ended up with 4 quarts of bone broth / just broth. I took one the other day, the entire quart. I added 2 tablespoons of butter, some red pepper powder, and a little bit of salt.
Crazy delicious.
And then I stuck it in the blender, and that was my dinner, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
No seasonings, no vegetables, no seasonings, just salt and just a little bit of red pepper because I like everything hot, plus it bumps up your metabolism.
Yeah, but it's nice to be able to just like put it in there and then don't think about it, right? I mean, it's in the Instant Pot.
Jennifer said she had banana keto chow for the first time yesterday and thought it tasted pleasantly like birthday cake frosting.
Aww.
I have to get some banana. Banana hasn't been on sale in a long time.
It's been a while since we've had banana.
I've got like a quarter of a bag. So whenever the bag, does anybody else like this? When the bag gets really low, you're like, I can't have that because I don't want to run out. So I'd rather just not eat that one. And then I won't go back to that one until I can get more. Like I did that with your chocolate toffee. Like we got down to there's about 4 scoops of chocolate toffee left, so you will not get chocolate toffee again until we get more coming in. There's some on the way.
Okay.
I got it for Black Friday sale.
Okay, good.
Chris said I might actually have to do February all keto chow because we have a bunch of conferences coming up.
Oh wow.
Tara said, I love the banana too. I want to do Joe's keto chow cream pie with the banana. That is what I want to do. I want to make a banana cream pie with the banana. Again, I just have to wait to get more banana.
Oh man, make that happen.
Hey, Chris and Miriam, is the voting still open? Maybe I'll win like the prize and then I can get banana keto chow. Is the voting still open? You said December 7th.
I think it's
through the
December
end
7th.
of today? Well, today's December 7th.
Oh, that's true. It's my brother's birthday.
That's
Happy
right.
birthday, Steven.
Holly said, Joe and Rachel, can you be in charge of our January keto chow since we all follow you?
Aww.
Yeah, we can do that.
Sure.
Chris said it might need to be February because of Omaha and the Metabolic Health Summit.
Oh, that's a busy week. Oh,
well, yeah.
Gigi Girl
You're
says...
traveling, you're going to do keto. We're going to do keto chow only. Oh. How are you going to do your fast?
Well, I have to. Gigi Girl says, Rachel, your hat's very beautiful. Thank you.
He said, Shelly's allergic to smoked meat, so I sold my stick burner, and I'm looking to replace it with a pellet cooker. Yeah, you can absolutely do it, but again, you are going to get some smoke in there because it's burning wood. Ann said we have tons of keto chow. My husband and I could both do it for a month.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Eileen said, what could smell better than bacon in the morning?
Oh.
I actually don't like the smell of bacon if I'm sleeping.
Because there's no negotiating with it. You're up.
It wakes you up. It fills the entire house. And then we have some people who overcook it. And the smell of overcooked bacon is disgusting.
I don't know who did that.
I actually wasn't even thinking of you. John Paul used to overcook bacon.
Yes, he did. He likes his burnt. How do you like your
burnt.
bacon? Everybody likes their bacon differently, right?
Yeah.
My mom almost likes it like that, like not raw, but like
soft,
undercooked, soft. I want mine pretty crunchy.
Yeah.
John likes his burnt.
Yep.
How do you like your bacon?
James said he sous vide his steak. It's a game changer. That is what we do, especially when I have the time. Because we buy our steaks usually whenever they go on sale, and then I vacuum seal them.
All of our meat tells me that I am special.
Yeah.
It all says special. It has a little sticker on it. It's like special. That's how I know it's mine.
So I take them all, I vacuum seal it. I usually put a little bit of rosemary and some salt and stuff like that, and I stick it in the freezer.
That sounds fancy.
And then what we do is we just put it in the sous vide for like an hour, hour and a half, and then I pull it out and I throw it on the pellet grill to get the flavor at the very end and just sear it, just like 30 seconds on each side, and it tastes amazing. It's as good as reverse searing, but that's Rachel, especially because she likes her steaks like raw. She likes them raw.
Knock its horns off, wipe it, put it on my plate.
Steve said he's fasting right now and can smell the phantom bacon.
Aw.
Sally said, I love you too. I love the hat.
Thank you. I believe it is actually a tree topper.
Danny asked if these come in a caffeine-free version. I don't think so. They have a green tea one, but I've never looked to see if there's caffeine. And there's caffeine in the green tea.
I have never been a fan of canned tea. Like
these
the
are
brisk.
These are really good though. I like these.
I know you really like them.
But I rarely get them because they're expensive. They're like $2 a can. So I get them whenever they go on sale. When Whole Foods does a 40% off sale, I'll buy it like, okay, I'm going to buy 10 of them and I drink like 1 or 2 a week.
Add to the Zevia wall.
Lisa said, I do the touch test on my steaks, but it's more underdone than I usually like, and I'm afraid of overcooking it.
Yeah, there's nothing like an overcooked steak. My dad always liked well done. I can't eat a steak like that. Ugh.
Patricia said, I just realized I forgot to feed my dogs this morning. I feel horrid. In 11 and a half years, I've never done that.
I'm sorry.
Tara said she bought a sous vide months ago and haven't gotten brave enough to use it. We're a couple of ribeyes in our meat share month, so maybe it's time. Here's the thing about a sous vide, Tara. You cannot overcook it.
Which is amazing.
That's what's amazing. You cannot overcook it. Put it in a pot. Put your steak in a Ziploc bag, or not a Ziploc bag, but like a vacuum seal bag or a silicone bag. That's what I wanted to get. I want to get some silicone bags. Stick it in there. Set it for 128 degrees, about an hour, hour and a half. But if you can go 2.5, 3 hours, it's not cooking that steak past 128 degrees.
Which blows my mind.
So then just pull it out and cast iron pan, 30 seconds each side, or a grill, 30 seconds on each side, just to get that sear. You cannot overcook it. Same thing with chicken. The only thing I've learned you can overcook is hard-boiled eggs.
Oh.
I have not been able to master hard-boiled eggs in a sous vide yet.
Now, I will say, when the steak first comes out of the sous vide, it looks kind of gray and weird. You definitely want to sear it.
Yeah, you have to sear it.
Because it looks not good.
Vivijay said he's wiped down and can come in again. What kind of wings did you get, Vivijay? Because I don't know what I'm going to get. I'm getting a lot of wings today.
Am I going to get in on some of that tonight after work?
You got to close down the church.
I do. So
you won't want them that late.
You think that
you don't want to eat them that late.
I feel like he just doesn't want to share. What's your jam? What seasoning do you like on your wings?
I really used to always get the hot. Now what I'm doing is I'm just taking Chris's advice and I'm getting the mild because there's more butter less carbs. It's not a lot less. It's like a carb or two less.
I like their salt and vinegar.
But then I can put a lot more sauce. I like, if I get sauced wings, I want a lot of sauce. I want them like drenched in sauce.
An inappropriate amount of sauce.
There's somebody at our doorbell.
Ooh, should I go answer?
No, it's probably just, yeah, of course. It's Amazon.
Amazon. Let's go greet them.
There's never a day that Amazon doesn't show up at our house. Chris said 2 Ks of keto. The voting on the recipe challenge is open until 10 o'clock tonight. So go vote for all of the different recipes. There's a bunch of different recipes on Chris's website. What did I get? You may not want to open it. Eileen said, I just got the Instant Pot version of the sous vide and I love it. Try it. You're going to love it. Ann said crunchy bacon.
Yep.
What is that? Liz said crispy but not burnt. John said bacon is best when it's chewy on the verge of crisp.
Oh, it's like a background.
Huh? Oh, it's our backgrounds for church. I didn't think they were going to be here in time.
Awesome.
There's only one though? Or is there two?
There's two.
There's two. Perfect.
2 backgrounds.
They
You
said
gonna
they weren't
hang
going to
them
come to
today?
London. Yeah, I'll have to go to the church and hang them. I got Christmas backgrounds for church.
Yay.
Tara said she likes her bacon just starting to get crispy. My husband likes it soggy.
Oh, I can't do the soggy.
MJ likes bacon best cooked in the oven, crispy but not too crispy.
I do like bacon, lots of bacon in my greens. Like mustard greens, collard greens.
Ann said she just saw the Instant Pot with the sous vide. She has 2, couldn't justify another one. Okay, well, I want the Star Wars Instant Pots. I really want the Star Wars Instant Pot.
I did.
Even though I love my Instant Pot, I have the Wi-Fi version that you can hook up. It hooks up to Wi-Fi, and you can turn it on and off with your phone, and your phone alerts you when it's done, especially when you're making hard-boiled eggs, because hard-boiled eggs best done in an Instant Pot. I do 3 minutes, and then a 5-minute slow release, and then right into an ice bath. But if I go 4 minutes, they're too much overdone. So and when I don't hear it beeping that it's done in the other room.
No.
So I like the fact that my phone alerts it, and I got that Wi-Fi version last year for Black Friday. It was like $42. I think it's like $150 now. But I really want that Star Wars Instant Pot.
Well,
that thing would look cool on our counter.
It is kind of epic. And I did get a link from my sister-in-law this morning about getting the plush baby Yoda, which I'm very excited about. I don't know why they didn't make a ton of things to sell for Baby Yoda ready right now. Like, didn't they know it was going to be super, super popular? I need a Baby Yoda.
Eileen said, I see your point, Joe, but I'm the only cook in my house, so I'm up and I'm ready to eat when you smell it.
Yeah.
I actually, when John still lived at home, I actually had a rule, like he was not allowed to cook bacon in the house in the morning because he would get up at like 5 in the morning. And I'm like, I'm still sleeping. I didn't go to bed till 3.
We'll have to have him
so
sneak in
we
and
made him
make
start
some bacon.
We
on
made him
Christmas
start
morning.
cooking it outside. Remember, we actually set up like a little infrared grill outside and said you had to cook your bacon outside.
Yeah.
I don't want to smell it in the morning.
That's outdoor bacon.
Miriam said crispy bacon but not burned.
Okay.
He said, bring me the whole cow. I'll carve up what I want and ride the rest home.
Nice. Nice. Yes, that's how rare I like my stuff.
Cotton said, my favorite way to eat bacon is buried in jalapeno poppers.
Oh, wow. And congratulations on winning today.
Yes.
That's awesome.
I just realized that, Cotton. I don't know if you were on earlier. You won.
You won keto bars.
Keto bars.
And I promise I won't taste any of them. I won't touch those.
I had the strawberry one last night for dessert. That was so good. Heather said they're doing ribeyes for Christmas. That's what we did. Last year we did ribeyes, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
I don't know what we're doing this year.
I think we should do those again, Mom.
I don't know if she's still in here. Tara said, Eileen, maybe tomorrow. I saw sausage for sausage and eggs today.
Nice.
Okay. So people like lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper.
For the wings.
Oh, yes. Those are delicious.
Heather said, Joe, you're saucy. So Vivid J said he got chipotle
saucy.
rub, buffalo rub, and spicy garlic. I love the spicy garlic.
Oh, the spicy garlic.
That is my splurge when I go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Really
We get
good.
usually the spicy garlic or the mild. And then, I like the chipotle and the buffalo. Rachel likes the lemon, pepper, and the salt and vinegar, but I feel like it just doesn't have enough flavor to me.
If you put enough of that stuff on it. It does.
You know, there's like, remember the whole deal with carbs, right?
Yes.
A quarter teaspoon, 0. 10 tablespoons, a lot.
I know, but they're so good.
Chris said if you order Buffalo Wild Wings on their site for pickup, they have a 50-wing party tray, perfect for the 40% off. That's what I was planning on doing.
Good plan.
Thank you very much, Chris.
We've got to do the math and get our scheme together for the most amount of chicken wings you can get.
Honestly, we don't do Buffalo Wild Wings in the restaurant.
Unless it's the
Tuesday thing.
And you have
to have them in the restaurant. And then what we do is we go in, we order a whole bunch of wings. We eat like 5 and then say, okay, we have to go. It took too long and we're leaving. And we package them all up. But the thing is when you go in, we order them, we want them crispy. Rachel wants them like so crispy that like chewy.
So crispy, even Rachel will eat them.
So she wants them really crispy. And if you tell them to make them crispy, they're like, well, it's going to take a long time.
Yeah.
They usually tell us it takes like 15 more minutes to make them crispy. And then what happens is they're still not crispy enough for Rachel. So we've just decided we get them. We tell them to put a lot of the sauce on the side. Just put a little bit and put sauce on the side. And we take them home and we put them in the air fryer.
Do they sell the seasoning salts?
Yeah. Gail likes her bacon chewy.
Oh.
Heather said, I bet UPS and FedEx guys love you. Yeah, actually, we are super nice to them, though. I mean, we talk to them. They're super nice. And
make sure we have treats for them.
We were actually talking this morning. We do a day where we put something out, and that's going to be part of our 12 days of serve. But I think what I'm going to do later on this week, I'm going to go see, or later on today, I'm going to go see, for next week, because there's no UPS or FedEx today.
Right.
We're going to go get a cooler from either Rachel's brother or her mom, because I only have a big giant one. We're going to fill it up with ice and some waters and some sodas and stuff like that and just put it out here. And like UPS, FedEx, Amazon delivery guy.
Yeah.
Because you're here every day.
They are.
Take a drink.
We'll get some meat sticks. Things to keep them going. Some little individual Ultima packets and some Zip Fizz.
Let's see. James said best way to cook bacon. I like the oven method, but it takes a long time. I started cooking it in the air fryer because then it doesn't get all over the place.
Yeah, that does help.
Ann said the new Instant Pot is on sale at Costco for $64. I had to control myself yesterday when I saw it. My husband dragged me away.
Aw.
That's usually Rachel with me.
Yes.
She's usually dragging me away from kitchen gabbets.
Gabbets? Eileen
said, I gave away my Wi-Fi one. So I had to so I could justify getting a new one.
Aw. That sounds like a Joe plan.
James said he uses an air fryer to do hard-boiled eggs. How do you do that?
You can do hard-boiled eggs in an air fryer?
I didn't know that. Heather said, I'm old-fashioned and boil my eggs. I can do that, but I've kind of gotten snobbish about hard-boiled eggs. I don't want that little green ring around them. I want them, like, just to the point where they're cooked. I don't want them overcooked. I don't want them undercooked.
Yeah, but, somebody that has been doing, boiled eggs in a pan may, like, for a long time, may actually know the exact precise way.
Oh, you did?
My mom can do them really
well. That's not me.
Because
Anthony made soft-boiled eggs the other day in the Instant Pot. He did 1 minute. He literally turned that thing, got the thing all the way to temperature for 1 minute, and then a quick release.
I couldn't believe he did it.
He did it really well. Miriam said, eggs are best in an Instant Pot. We're making deviled eggs for our church Christmas party tonight, so I can get on that.
Man, deviled eggs is one of those things that, like, I could just eat a dozen of them by myself.
Chris said, regarding Baby Yoda merchandise, they deliberately didn't do any merchandise because it would have leaked and they wanted to keep him a surprise.
Oh, that makes sense. If you guys have not seen The Mandalorian...
I'm not watching it.
It is so stinking
I refuse to watch it. They watched it on Christmas when we were at the house on Thanksgiving, and I just took a nap. I don't want to... First of all, everybody's yelling and everybody's talking and having a good time, and I can't hear it, and I want to concentrate on the show. If I'm going to watch a show... I really want to watch the entire season.
Want to binge it.
I want to binge it. So this whole, watch it and then wait for next week's episode, I can't do that.
It's hard to do it, but now that I'm in, I'm in.
I have enough shows that I can binge. I wait. It's bad enough. I even do that with Blacklist, because Blacklist is one of the few TV shows that I really, really like. So I like to get 7, 8 episodes behind, and then I can binge it.
I'm ready to know. Is he the father? Is he actually the dad?
Who watches Blacklist? Who watches Blacklist out there?
I want a definitive answer.
Ann said we had spicy garlic and lemon pepper from Buffalo Wild Wings yesterday. Salt and vinegar too, and the other one. Danny said Aldi's has a sous vide made by Ambiano for $49.99 in their ad that starts tomorrow. Has anyone heard of this brand? Little hint, don't buy electronics from Aldi's.
Yeah.
Rachel used to work for Aldi's, and all of that stuff would come back, she said.
Yeah, it was, I don't know what's going on with some of those electronics, but a lot of them came back, especially like their kitchen gadgets. They're priced.
I don't even think they're pricing them that great.
Some of them are priced super cheap, especially when they dump them, because Aldi's is usually a small store, and so that those special value things that they get in, they don't have enough room in the store for them.
Yeah, when they clear it out, it's cleared out really cheap.
So they will blow it out very cheaply, but a lot of it comes back.
Let's see. Miriam said, you need to do eggs. It's 6 minutes and they peel so nice. And Vivijay said, I have enough points to get a large and get 2 larger on buy one, get one Tuesday.
Wow.
I think I have enough points for 2 large on Tuesday.
Nice.
Ed said his local Buffalo Wild Wings requires you to eat in only. I have to check the party tray. For ours, you have to eat in on the buy one, get one day.
Yeah, you do.
You have to eat in on the buy one, get one day.
But, sometimes it's nice to go out and to, have a date night.
Yeah.
Break up the routine.
Slap-a-Six said, I've tried boiled eggs in the Instant Pot oven, all kinds of stuff, yet I still fix mine in boiling water pretty much every time.
Sometimes I think it's good to go eat out because before 100 pounds ago, I didn't want to eat out.
I never wanted to eat in front of anybody.
I didn't want to eat.
I still have that issue.
I felt like everybody would judge, and of course now with the amount of wings we will order in one purchase, I was always worried about people looking at me while I ate and judging what I ordered. So it's probably good for us to eat out sometimes and have a good experience and not be thinking so much the way that we used to think.
Right. 2 things I never liked to do when I was heavy, and I still have issues with it now. Not so much the second one, but one, I never wanted to go out to eat in public. That's why I always ate at home, because I didn't want anybody going, look at what the fat guy's eating. Yeah. And I never wanted to go grocery shopping.
Yes.
And so I used to do all my grocery shopping like at Walmart and stuff at like 2 a.m. because this way nobody was looking at what was in my cart. Yeah. Now I like to go grocery shopping as a skinny guy because I like to put out 10 dozen eggs, and here's 20 packages of butter, and I like to see the comments that I get.
Yeah, because usually it's like, you're going to die.
And the funny part was nobody ever commented when there was 10 bags of Oreos on my tray.
No.
Right? I mean, we would go like the day after Thanksgiving or the day after Halloween or the day after Christmas to the 50% off sales, right? Or even in Easter. And we would buy like every single package of Christmas Oreos they had. We'd go home with like 50 to 75 Oreo packages. And because they've got them marked down to like $1. So we would load up the freezer and the kids would have cookies for a year. Nobody ever said a word when I did that. But put 5 pounds of butter on the belt and they're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and it's funny because I thought back then it was like, well, maybe they're doing it out of, they're concerned for our health. But if I'm eating that many Oreos, you should probably be more concerned for my health.
Yeah. Tara said, I always leave my delivery drivers treats for the holidays and ice water on hot days. I get many deliveries for work, 17 boxes yesterday and 15 were for work.
Wow.
You're awesome,
that is
Tara.
really nice. And as like the kid of a former UPS driver for 35 years, that it makes me feel good when people take care of the UPS drivers, because that's somebody's mom, that's somebody's dad, probably that's somebody's kid, and it's a long hard day for them.
Right now, if you guys do put stuff out for like a UPS, remember right now UPS usually has 2 guys in the truck instead of 1. They got the guy, your normal delivery driver, and then there's, what do they call him? Not a runner, a jumper. I always call him a runner, but yeah, his job is to just jump and deliver your stuff.
And a lot of times,
make sure you put a couple out.
It's a seasonal job, and they're trying to get that, a full-time job, so they really work so much to just dazzle UPS or FedEx during this season and get a permanent job. So.
Scott said, Rachel, your smile is so infectious. You should patent it. As someone who suffers from depression, I'm assuming that is make my days.
Thank you very much. You guys make our days.
Linda said, try Korean sauna eggs. That sounds good.
Yeah, you're talking about like when they go to in the Korean drama and they go to the sauna together.
And you gotta smack
yes,
each
and
other.
they have to smack each other in the forehead with the egg to
We actually
crack it.
have a really good Korean market near us. And it's like 10 minutes away, and they get everything coming in from Korea. They even would get before we were keto. They had like the big giant Fiji apples. The one, I mean, they were like
Fuji.
the Fuji. They're like
from
this
from
big.
from Fuji.
They were really good. And they make fresh kimchi every day. I was thinking about it the other day. We need to go get some of their kimchi because they don't put sugar in their kimchi.
No, and they have a cucumber kimchi that's.
They have a bunch of different kinds, and everything is fresh there. Chris said the UPS guy that picks up the mail from our warehouse always comes in, takes a potty break, tries the keto chow flavors we've mixed up for tasting.
You guys are so awesome.
Eileen said, how do you not use kitchen toys? Mine are out of the box and being used the day I get them.
It is hard. If we get anything for Christmas, I have to absolutely like ground Joe if it's supposed to be a Christmas gift. A lot of times what he does...
You know you missed one the other day.
Did I?
Yeah, I got the...
Did you get the induction thing?
I got the induction thing, took it out. I haven't used it yet if you want to repackage it.
Usually what he does...
It's in the cabinet, but the box is in the garage.
There you go. This is what he does. He gives me the box. He's like, just wrap the box. Put the box underneath the tree.
And we have my new pot, too, my pan. The pan that we just bought. I used it the day I got it. I'm with her. Like, you can't get a gadget and not use it.
But then there's not going to be anything under the tree
I don't need any under the tree. I don't want to open presents in front of anybody anyway. Trucker said, Joe, what are your current macros and your calorie intake? Right now, I mean, my macros, I was eating like 2,600 calories a day.
Now we're on the down.
And right now, I'm kind of being intuitive with it. I figured I'm going to go intuitive through the end of the month. So I'm probably eating somewhere around 2,200, 2,300. I'm trying to eat lower than I was because I want to start going down a little bit. So for the last 3 or 4 days, I've been eating intuitive. I'm not tracking anything except for mentally going, hey, I had that keto bar last night. That was 5 carbs. But other than that, I'm not really tracking too much. I just kind of know what I need to eat.
It's funny because I thought that I would be so sad when we started to like gradually like go down in this reverse diet. But by the time Thanksgiving was over, I was sort of ready to start going down. It's just like it was a good time. I think that that's a really great time to just, okay, I'm ready to start lowering the calories a little bit. And when you feel that intersection of like, this feels right, yeah, let's do it. Don't lose momentum, just capitalize on it. It doesn't need to be like, okay, we're starting something new on Monday or we're starting something new Sunday morning. Like if you feel good today and today's the day to start working out snacks or starting to do intermittent fasting or anything like that, just go with it, you know?
My biggest thing that I've been doing is I've been waking up in the morning. Most days I've been having a cup of coffee with just like 1 serving or a half a serving of the Kai2 Super Creamer. And then I don't eat anything until like 3, 4, 5 o'clock. And then I'm eating between like 4 or 5 o'clock up to about 8 or 9 o'clock. And then whatever I can fit in there, that's what I'm eating and I'm done. And I've been feeling really good about that. And the scale has gone like way down because with all of the recipes and constantly trying to come up with new things and everything else and eating at a higher caloric intake, because I was eating 2,000 calories and I bumped it all the way up to like, it was like 2,673 is I think where I ended up with Robert Sykes.
Wow.
And so I think I had gotten up to like 192 pounds, which Rachel will tell you was freaking me out.
Totally freaking him out.
It was freaking me out because I've been maintaining 182 to 185 for 2.5, almost 3 years. And to see that number up there was really freaking me out. But I'm back down to 186 after a week and a half. So I feel really good.
Well, I was excited after No Way November to get back on the scale and be the same size. I mean, I'm looser in my clothes, and I just got these new jeans, and they fit great. But it was 146 pounds. So I have changes going on as far as I'm getting smaller, like in my measurements. As we were all joking, my ankles are still the same. But yeah, there was no movement on the scale. And I think that if I had gotten on the scale a lot during the month of November, I have a feeling that it would have been all over the place and just depressed me.
James says to hard-boiled eggs in the air fryer, 270 degrees for 15 minutes, then an ice bath and peel. No gray ring, takes longer, but my favorite. I am going to make that today. I'm making that as soon as we get off.
Ooh,
Ed
I see
said,
some Blacklist fans.
Ed said, I want to deliver keto chow. I won't even take a potty break.
Aww.
Stephanie loves the Blacklist. TP running nurse, Blacklist. Miriam, I love Blacklist.
Yay.
Annie, put the eggs in the oven. They come out perfect. I've never thought of that.
We've got to try it.
Liz said he isn't the father watching now. I don't believe that he's not the father. This whole thing of like the Reddington and he's not even Reddington, I don't even believe any of that. It's just like, I mean, that's what makes the show so good is there are so many twists. He's been the father. He's not the father. He is the father. He's not the father. I mean, that's why the show is so good.
Needed Maury on there to be like, you are the father or you are not the father.
Shirley said, watching Blacklist here, binge watching is the best. I've watched the whole thing and then I waited last season until it was over. And then Caleb started watching it.
Yeah.
And so I watched the whole last season and then decided to re-binge the entire series over again. And now I'm caught back up again, so I've got to wait. And now I got caught up and realized that it is like on hiatus right now. I can't stand it when these shows, when I was growing up.
You should never have a break.
When I was growing up, shows did not take this winter break. You had shows, they started in September. The season was all the way through to like May or June, usually April or May. And then they took the summer off, and then you had reruns for the whole summer. I mean, you guys are all up there with me, right? That there was never this.
You're a hard
in November, we take a 3-month break, and now instead of 40 episodes in the season, you get 10.
Man,
it's ridiculous. I'm hard.
You're
I want
hard.
my show.
Jeesh.
They didn't have summer shows back then either. If you missed it during the year, you got to watch it during the summer.
You know, shows have a different production quality too. I mean, you imagine how much setup that they have to do now because all of the explosions and car chases and everything seems so amazing and over the top. I'm sure they just need some extra time.
Ann said I wondered about those Aldi's finds.
Yeah. Their food is amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like they should just stick with food.
Let's see. Chris and Heather are talking about, I'm assuming, a cold smoker.
Awesome.
Stephanie said Instant Pot is the best for hard-boiled eggs. Fresh eggs peel so easy. My problem is I could never get them to peel easily until I started doing it in the Instant Pot.
It was like Ray Liotta's skin. We're just like digs out of it.
James said, I never ate in a restaurant. I ate in the car. Who could wait to get home? Not this fat guy.
I can't even tell you how much food I have consumed out of a drive-through window.
Doll wants you to pop the hat on my head.
Oh.
Heather said people lose their minds when you're a keto and you're going to hit the microphones.
Oop.
And they feel they must tell you what you're doing.
He rocks
like
it.
You're going to die. Yeah, the comments
you
that
look
we
like
get.
A pimp.
The comments that I get when I go to the store. So I've come up with like all of these things that I say back. People go, why are you buying 10 dozen eggs? Well, I eat a dozen a day. You know,
right, yeah.
I love, and then they tell you you're going to die.
For real.
I like coming up with those witty things back because I can't stand it when they say those kind of things to me. Jennifer said, I'd rather eat or drink a butter than Oreos. Back then, we didn't. Back then,
But
I just
now,
wanted my Oreos.
I could eat a stick of butter.
So, Dana said, my mom tapes gift cards to her garbage cans for them. That's awesome. Jennifer said, I would rather... Oh, I got that one already. Patricia said, why don't people assume you were feeding the homeless or giving it to the shelter?
There you go.
Jackie just got questioned when she went through the line with a 5-pound bag of cheese.
Like, I'm going to eat this all in my car right now.
Chris said, Costco, nobody questions me. I usually have 3 gallons of heavy cream.
Oh my gracious.
You should have seen the look when we went to Sprouts a couple weeks ago and they had the Horizon heavy cream and it was on sale, like $2.50 off per pint. So we bought 16 of them and like the looks that we got buying 16 pints of heavy cream.
You could tell there was a lot going on in the cashier's mind, but she was super sweet. And
we
she
also
didn't
had
say
8 dozen eggs.
We did. So she's just looking and looking at us and looking down and looking at us.
Miriam said when she goes shopping, she usually has a bunch of kids, and everyone just assumes all the food for a giant family. Yeah,
Aww.
when there's 6 kids,
they're so beautiful.
Jennifer said my heart and prayers go out to the family of the murdered UPS driver in Florida.
Oh my gracious!
Eileen said, I love that idea.
That
I
is
wrap all my
heartbreaking.
empty boxes. I didn't even see that.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Heather said, Keto Cha, you have a huge family. Ann said, I find tracking macros to be totally stressful. It makes me crazy, so I trap carbs in my head.
That's probably really smart. I have to usually have Joe do the tracking of my macros because, yes, I can't enjoy what I'm eating because I'm thinking about like where the rest of my food is going for the day or where's the numbers going. So it's just easier if Joe tracks it.
Okay, let me try to get caught up real quick because we're coming up on an hour. Tara said, it is beautiful in Ohio. We rarely see the sun this time of the year. Today is a zoo day and the Festival of Lights.
Nice. Zoo Miami had a Festival of Lights last night that my brother and his family went to, and they loved it.
Patty, see, I knew it. Patty said, I dislike all these breaks and the mid-season inserts, and then they disappear for a year. I don't like it.
Aww.
Holly said, I hear you. I hate the breaks mid-year.
It was really hard with some of these really big budget ones where you only get 10 episodes like Walking Dead or Game of Thrones.
Doll
or some
said,
of
thanks
these.
for popping the hat on my head. It was hilarious. And everybody said I look like a pimp.
You look like Huggy Bear.
They said I look like a pimp.
You do. Pimp
Jackie said, Aldi is a German store. It's been 3 years there, and they have aisles of stuff that's not food to buy, kind of like a super Walmart.
Neat.
Yeah. Yeah, Rachel really liked it. I mean,
I loved it.
The cool part is she was in a smaller store when they first came to South Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And so the manager just wanted to get rid of stuff. So after the first or second week, when it was time to get rid of it, it got marked dirt cheap. Like we would get the kids like pork rinds and potato chips and stuff. It was like 9 cents a bag.
Yeah.
So she would call me up like, hey, everything just got marked down. Hey, the hams are $12 off a ham. And I would run up there and buy like every one of them.
I was making some guns because, I mean, you have to load everything up and...
she was losing a pound a day working there.
You have to ring 45 items per minute was the goal. 45 items per minute. So when they're like really fast and you can be like, oh my gosh, you're going to break all my stuff. That's why. Because every day they look at your speed. And you also have to memorize all of the vegetables.
That was the I don't think they do that as much anymore, judging by going into Aldi's. But when she got the job at Aldi's, she came home and she's like, I have 24 hours to learn the item code of every vegetable in the store.
Yes.
She was not allowed to. A lot of them didn't even have scan.
No, they didn't scan. You just have to remember it. And so it's funny because I can memorize things for a short period of time, and then if I don't need that information anymore, it just goes. So I couldn't tell you what any of the vegetables were except for butternut squash because it's $69. It made me laugh every single time that somebody got a butternut squash, but that's the only one I remember.
Scott said, I'm your age, Joe. Now shows take a winter break mid-November to mid-January. What's up with that? I agree. Slapstick said, who talks about us cold? I need to build a cold smoker. Okay, so we're pretty much there caught up. Vivijay said, I tried the super creamer eggnog flavor this morning, and it's my favorite of their creamers. That's what I have in my coffee. It is so good.
I feel like whatever's my favorite one is the one that they just come out with.
Ann said, I love Aldi, and now we have Liddy as well as Aldi, and has much better keto finds.
Wow, I've never heard of that store before.
Neither have I.
That's neat.
So that is going to be an hour. It's an hour and 3 minutes. We have to get to church. I got to go. We got to finish setting up
Turn
stuff.
the snow on, Father Time.
We got to teach our volunteers how to run the snow machine. I got to get Anthony to come help me finish programming lights.
It's going to be epic.
It's going to be epic. We have 2 services tonight. And then we have to somehow figure out how to do keto on the couch tomorrow.
Yes, it's going to happen.
And I have to practice on how to have Carrie Brown live tomorrow. Tomorrow's at 5 o'clock. Carrie Brown giving away cookbooks.
Yes.
And she's going to be joining us on the live
We
stream.
get to hear her talk.
Which is really cool. But yeah, we get to hear her talk because she's like from England, right?
Yes.
So that is the end of today's Keto on the Couch. Please
Not
do
Keto on the Couch.
Keto on the Couch. 12 days of keto.
Want to sing it one more time?
Make sure if you're interested in Lollies, go visit out their website. It's down below. You can use the code 2crazyketos for 10% off. And Rachel's going to close out with our song.
On the 7th day of keto, 2 crazy ketos gave away Lollies cookie clusters, rich and chocolatey keto bars, and orange keto crate. Alterna sweet sauces, Chris and Miriam's keto chow, perfect keto goodies, and a keto coach ketone meter.
Bye,
Have a great
guys.